Confession. Sometimes I lack confidence. Yeah, I mean, sure, in my ability, that is something that at times I struggle with. In my ability to be a good parent, in my ability to teach students effectively, in my ability to preach. I mean, like everyone, at times I significantly struggle with confidence. And I know that's not abnormal. As a matter of fact, there almost seems to be in the Christian world a fear of too much confidence. I'm not really sure we understand even the difference between confidence and arrogance. And at times in the church, I feel like that we actually encourage Christians to be so self-deprecating that we actually don't embrace confidently who God has made us to be and the promises that undergird that gift. Confidence, though, is far more terrifying when I have a lack of it in my relationship with God. Does He love me? Is He there? Will He deliver? In moments like these, it's actually important for me to go to the Psalms. Number one, inside of the Psalms, you find people like King David expressing serious lack of confidence. But that's not actually what I want to spend our time this morning with. Instead, I want to spend our time this morning reading and meditating on a psalm that oozes with confidence, so that hopefully, by extension, we too will experience a confidence in our relationship with God, in who He has made us to be, and in the promises that undergird that gift of transformation. The psalm for the day is Psalm 27. And yes, it is a psalm of David. But listen to the confidence that oozes from these words. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? You know, it's interesting how confidence in the Lord confronts fear that oftentimes doesn't just take us away from the Lord, but moves us and guides us to actions and to others that will do nothing but hurt and destroy us. The confidence continues in verse 2. When the wicked advance against me to devour me, it is my enemies and my foes who will stumble and fall. Bold. Bold, David. Verse 3, though an enemy besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. Why? Verse 4, one thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek. I believe that it is in this verse and the verse that follows where the key of confidence, true holy confidence, resides. One thing I ask from the Lord, verse 4, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. Notice this. This isn't David longing to escape earth and to be in heaven. As a matter of fact, in the first 3 verses, he's demonstrated that he is more than confident to engage whatever earth throws his way. No, his desire to actually be in heaven or in the dwelling place of the Lord is so that he can gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. Sometimes I think we as Christians long for heaven so we can escape the earth. That we actually long for a location more than we long for the person of God Himself. But here in Psalm 27, David emphatically says that the only reason why he longs to be in the dwelling place of the Lord is because the Lord is there. Verse 5, for in the day of trouble, He will keep me safe in His dwelling. He will hide me in the shelter of his sacred tent and set me high upon a rock. Verse 6, then my head will be exalted above the enemies who surround me. At his sacred tent I will sacrifice with shouts of joy. I will sing and make music to the Lord. Hear my voice when I call, Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. My heart says of you, seek his face. So your face, Lord, I will seek. This is a psalm of confidence, but not a confidence in capability, although David is very confident in that. A confidence in seeking the Lord's face. A confidence in the promises that undergird those that seek him, those that long for him, those that find their identity, that find their strength, that find their security in the identity and the presence of the Lord. David ends this psalm in verse 13 and 14, where he says, I remain confident of this. Twice the word confident appears in this passage, in this psalm. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, verse 14 says. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Here's what's interesting. Our impatience with the Lord is actually at the very root of our lack of confidence in ourselves, in our world, and in our communities. Seeking the face of the Lord can produce an impatience, because one of the things I know about the Lord is that, number one, he will never abandon his promises, but number two, he will never arrive at the time you demand, but he will never be late. Here's my challenge for you this week. Be confident in who God has made you to be, in the gifts that he has given you for the sake of the kingdom, and ultimately, in the fact that when you seek him, true holy confidence is what you find, because that's what a good father longs to give to his incredible children. I love you guys. Have a good week.